All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm so excited to have Cami on here tonight. She is a nurse practitioner and she works in Louisiana, and she helps people with their heart health and all the cardiovascular and all that stuff, which is very important. And she started using these products and she is so excited about it because of the results she's getting with it, which is really cool. So I'm excited to just hear from you, Cami, like your expertise and your your knowledge and your point of view on this. So it's such a treat to have you on here. I really appreciate you taking the time and just jumping in and doing this class. I know it's going to be a blessing to a lot of people. So if you have people you invited, you can remind them so that they can jump on the Zoom. But if they miss it, maybe they can't get on right now, there will be a recording, so you can share that with them later, and we will post the recording in the group. But it's kind of cool just to be on live with Cami, and you can always type questions in the comment, and we will try to get to each one during the video. If not, we can always go back to the group and ask more questions and answer them there. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Cami, so you can get started.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Lorraine, for inviting me. It's an honor for me to be able to do this, even though I did hear your comment about me volunteering, but it's all good. It's all good.
It's like a ball
and excited, and I was voluntold.
Yes, yeah, that's it.
Actually, no, I got the pleasure of meeting Lorraine and some other women at the retreat this past weekend. I thoroughly enjoyed getting to meet them, getting to know them, and so I'm excited about just being in this group with these women. They've been so helpful for me as well in so many ways. But I wanted to talk to y'all about my experience with Young Living. And I don't know if a lot of people have heard about Young Living, but it's a great company with lots of great oils, essential oils. But tonight I'm going to be talking about 2 supplements that have been so beneficial for me and my health and just overall that I really am excited to talk about it. And I'll tell you about my experiences kind of as I go with each product. But the first product or the first supplement that I'll be talking about is Ningxia Red. And I'm going to try to share my screen, my slides. And I'm a scientific person, so if it's a little much, I'm not going to get too deep, but I do like to know why stuff works and how it works. So let's see if I can do this. Can you guys see that?
Yes, it looks great.
Okay, good. Okay, so Ningxia Red is my first supplement that I'll be talking about, and this is what it looks like. A big old bottle of Ningxia Red. It's an antioxidant drink, and it's really a whole body supplement. And it comes from the wolfberry, which is also called goji berries. It's a supplement from Ningxia province in China, where they found that the population there lived long, healthy lives. And so Gary Young, who started the company with Young Living, went and researched this to find out why these people were living so long, and he found out about the Ningxia berry. So he made the red drink, Ningxia Red, and that's where it has come from. Ningxia is a safe drink. It's safe for all people, from solid eating children to adults, and about 1 ounce of it has antioxidant equivalent to about 4 pounds of carrots or 8 oranges. And there's a lot of other things that they compared it to, but these were some of the things that I saw. It also is made up of some essential oils, grapeseed extract, orange peel, lemon oil, and tangerine oil, also yuzu oil. And these oils are high in antioxidants. They help the immunity, they support circulation and digestion, and they stimulate the lymphatic drainage. So it does more than just, it has the oils, which helps to make it more bioavailable as well. It's rich in vitamins and minerals, vitamin A, C, zinc, and iron. It provides support for energy levels, normal cell function, whole body, and eye health. And the eye health is really important to me, and that's kind of where I first learned about Ningxia. My cousin Sela, who's on here tonight, is the one who invited me to for Young Living for their products and that kind of thing. So when I first started, I really didn't know a lot about it, didn't know a lot about oils or anything. And my packet came with Ningxia Red, my starter kit. And I was like, you know what, let me just try this and see what this is about. I tried it. Well, obviously, it didn't really do much the first few times you drink it, but I started researching the benefits of it. And I was like, I'm going to give this about a month and just see what it does. Because sometimes things are hard to explain what they do until you try them yourself. So I tried it, and I'd been having some problems with my eye. I had a lot of inflammation, I had an infection that wouldn't clear. It finally cleared, but it had lots of inflammation. So I was on steroid drops for about a year. And my eye doctor told me that I might be on forever. Well, I really didn't want to hear that because it can increase cataracts and pressures in your eyes. So that was something when I left the eye doctor, I was real depressed. I was like, I mean, I know it's not it's not terrible, but it's a nuisance for me to have to put eye drops in my eye all the time and be on I was on medicine by mouth also. So when I started this Ningxia, I didn't really think about my eyes too much. I was just thinking maybe it would give me some energy and help me. Well, after about a month, I went to work one day and I was like, and I started weaning the drops again just to see if I could get off of them, not really putting it together. But after I weaned, I realized I didn't have to start them back, which usually I had to start them back after a week or two. They would wean and start back, wean, start back. So I went to work and I was like, guys, what is the deal? My eyes are so much better. I was like, I don't have to start those drops again. And I started thinking, I was like, it's the Ningxia. And so ever since then, I have had my bottle of Ningxia by my side. And I'm like, this is my go-to, so it's really been helpful for me. And that's the story with my eyes, but it's also helped me with energy that lasts, all day. It's not something that's just going to give you a jolt right then, but it really supplies you with energy for the whole day. And that's important for me when I'm busy with work and school, with my kids' school and everything else. So it's really helped me with that. So it's high in fiber and zeaxanthin, which helps maintain healthy vision. This is a carotenoid that's in the retina of the eye. So that's how it helps the eyes. It's also the antioxidants that it promotes free radical scavenging. And we all exposed to free radicals every day that we have any kind of chemicals, which we're exposed to tons of chemicals every day in our life, just cosmetics and all kinds of things. It supports brain and cognitive health and digestive health. It supports the cardiovascular system. And I do work in cardiology, so I deal with a lot of patients with cardiovascular problems. It also helps blood pressure while promoting restful sleep patterns. It aids the body's natural anti-inflammation response and helps immune system. It supports muscle and joint health. So a lot of times it will help you with some achy kind of pains and joints that you may have in your body from various conditions. And one other thing that it does, it promotes a feeling of satiety if it's taken prior to meals, which I know later on we have a Zoom on weight loss and somebody will be talking about this also. But that's one reason why it helps with that, is it helps you be more satisfied if you take it prior to a meal. So Ningxia Red has really been a lifesaver for me for more than one thing. The energy that I support and inflammation in my body, I feel like that it's helped a lot of different things, including, some back issues I've had and things like that are just hard to describe to people. So the next supplement that I'm going to talk about is sulfurzyme. And sulfurzyme is... sulfur is a mineral in the body that's responsible for vital amino acids that supports healthy cells, skins, hormones, and enzymes. And a lot of us are low in sulfur because of chemicals that we are around all the time. Like I said, things that we eat, poor nutrition, food intake, fresh food is hard to get all the time. And once you cook it, a lot of these things are cooked out. So you're not getting that sulfur that you need in your body. But sulfur is a natural organic, or sulfurzyme is a natural organic form of dietary sulfur. It's found in fresh green vegetables, fruits, and other food products. It helps our body produce something called glutathione. Anyway, I think I'm out of line with my slides, but whatever. Glutathione increases energy, and what glutathione is an antioxidant in plants, animals, fungus, and bacteria. And glutathione really basically helps relieve our body of some toxins that we have built up. It detoxifies the body and helps the cells and liver clear free radicals. And there again, this kind of goes hand in hand with the Ningxia because it also helps clear some of these free radicals. It supports athletic recovery by decreasing lactic acid. And that's something else I've noticed too when I exercise and work out. A lot of times I may be sore the next day or not feeling well the next day, and this helps with that. It helps slow the aging process, increases keratin and collagen production in the skin, hair, and nails, which helps you have healthier, longer hair, smoother skin, and stronger nails. And I will say that this is one thing that's really kind of opened my eyes to sulfurzyme, is I put my daughter on sulfurzyme. She's 17, and you can put, you know, I think in my supplement book, the age went down to 12 and a half on as far as being able to use this product. But my 17-year-old has some skin issues just because of her age. And she always wants her hair to be longer. I mean, she's already got long hair, but whatever. So I was like, Lauren, let's just try this and see. And she also stays tired all the time. I was like, hey, it's got to be a win-win if we can, you know, get some help with this. So we started her on it, and she's been on it about a month. And we were at the ballpark the other day, and I really had forgotten I put her on it. But I was looking at her in the light, and I was like, Lauren, your face looks so good. It's so clear. And she was like, I was like, what are you doing different like that? And she goes, I think it might be the sulfurzyme. And I said, that's right. I forgot all about that. And so then 45 minutes later, my mom piped in, and she didn't hear me saying that. And she said, Lauren, your skin looks so good. And Lauren was like, we both started laughing. It's the sulfurzyme. So it really has made a difference in her skin. And as a teenager, it's important to her because she hates the breakouts and all that kind of thing. So and her diet is really not that nutritious. So I knew that she needed some support as well. And it's really helped her hair it's just helped the shininess of her hair. And it just looks a lot better with her taking that. But one thing I wanted to mention is that it also helps, or I've had experience with it. And I started it basically because I have a lot of allergy problems especially during the spring. And I started this supplement in this probably a month or two ago during the spring. And it's really, really helped me with issues like that. Matter of fact, I've had sinus surgery a couple of years ago because I always had sinus problems. And it really did help my sinus issues. But of course, it didn't help my allergies. And since then, I've fought allergies all my life. And I've had a cough off and on for about a year. And since I've been on the sulfurzyme, my cough is subsided, and I don't have the drainage and that kind of thing like I did. So it's really been a lifesaver for me as well with that part. But another thing about sulfurzyme is it also has wolfberries, and there again with the Ningxia Red support, but the wolfberries are in this, which is the same that's in the Ningxia Red, and that helps to allow the sulfur to be more bioavailable. And I think the slide was before that, and I don't know how to get back. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, this supplement comes both in capsule and powder form. And they both contain prebiotics, but the powder contains even more prebiotics and the prebiotics are what feeds your good flora in your gut. The powder has stevia, so that's another thing if people don't want stevia, but I don't mind it so much. And I'm using the capsules, but the powder is really basically the same thing other than what I had mentioned there. Another thing that it does is it protects the cells, replenishes the connection between the cells, and it helps joint pain and inflammation. So it supports joint stiffness, improves flexibility. And my husband, I haven't got my whole family on this stuff, but my husband, I started him on it as well because he's been having some back issues. And I was like, just try this and see if it'll help you. So after about a month, he was like, man, I don't know, something's helping me with this back issue I've been having. And so there again, I really feel like that it helps with the inflammation and helps with that stiffness and things, in your muscles and joints. So I've had a lot of good success with this. And my whole life, or not my whole life, but ever since I've been a nurse practitioner, all I've really done is practice what we call medicine, basically, and traditional medicine. But the more I've looked into other things like, natural type things and things that can help us besides traditional medicine, I feel like it can be used together to promote health. And God put these things, these natural things on earth for us to use. And they used them back in the Bible days. They used oils back in the Bible days. So I realize that you can't, get away from traditional medicine, but I feel like it can be a part of it and you can supplement. And that's important because there's times when you may not need something, all the time super strong traditional medicine. You may need some support from other supplements that you're missing in your diet, because our diets are poor these days. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I don't eat the best, and there's days when I eat better than other, but you're going to get things in your diet that you don't need, and we need to get a way to have a way to help cleanse our body of that and the buildup of toxins. So I feel like these supplements have really impacted my life. I'm very passionate about these two, because sulfurzyme also, when I researched it, there's really been no problems with taking this supplement, even in higher doses. And, you know, I've upped mine during allergy season to a higher dose, to try to help me. And I've really had no issues. The only thing I even saw about the sulfurzyme side effect possible was some GI upset and maybe diarrhea if you had taken an excessive amount. But I've not even had that issue with that. So far as the safety of these two products, I have found no problems with safety. So, and that's about all I have, Lorene.
Thank you so much for sharing. If you want to, I guess, end your screen share, and that way we can see all the beautiful faces. Looky there. Okay. If anybody has any like questions, you can unmute yourself. We'll do like 5 minutes before we end. But I do want to say, I know I had one person ask me, and they're not on here, so I'm going to ask the question for them. And their question was, they are allergic to sulfur drugs, and they were wondering if the sulfurzyme is safe to take.
Yes, as a matter of fact, sulfurzyme is different than actual sulfur that you take as a pharmaceutical type grade of medicine. People think if they're allergic to sulfur, they can't take sulfurzyme, but it is a different compound. So it's safe to take. It's like saying you're allergic to water if you say you're allergic to the sulfurzyme or the sulfur, because it's in your body naturally. So it's just
nice. Okay, awesome. That's good to know. So I'm excited. So that was some great information. Like, now I want to get up and go take mine. Like, definitely go ahead and take this. I feel like I should like go work out and some
right here.
Yes. So I definitely want to challenge you to try it for 30 days. Like Kimmy said, like sometimes you just have to try it and see what it does for you, and then start seeing the difference. And I love that about your daughter, her skin clearing up, because I meet so many people who have skin issues. So I'm really excited to share with them. So grab you some sulfurzyme and some Ningxia. They have a couple of different options. If you're not a member yet, they have an amazing bundle right now. I don't know how long they'll have it, but it's only $135, and you get 2 bottles of Ningxia. You get a box of Ningxia Red in the little 2-ounce packets that you can take to go, which are really nice. So if you want one around lunchtime or like 1 p.m. whenever you're dragging, it's great to just throw it in your bag. And then add a bottle of that sulfurzyme, either the powder or the capsules, whichever one you choose to take, and try it out for 30, 60 days and see. And make sure you get, though, a member number from the person that invited you, so that you're connected to our group and you get to, you know, participate in more classes like this. Cami will be sharing again in probably, I think it's like 14 weeks or something. So you don't want to miss that. You don't want to be connected to a different group. We have such great education. Did anybody want to unmute and ask any questions? See if we have any questions.
I don't have any questions, but I take so many supplements that I use the sulfurzyme powder, and I add a little bit of water. I put a little bit of water in a glass, add the sulfurzyme powder, let it dissolve, which doesn't take just a minute, if that long. And then I add my Ningxia, 2 ounces to that. And I usually add either a drop or 2 of lime, or tangerine oil, or orange oil. So I think the sulfurzyme, the powder contains a little bit more of, and I just put it in the chat. I can't say the word. Can y'all? Anybody? Yami?
That's what I saw that too, and I couldn't say it. Reticulosaccharides. That's the prebiotic that I was telling you about that helps gut health. So yeah, And
I'm
then,
gonna
you know, all that stuff also helps the autoimmune problems as well, like asthma, psoriasis, and that kind of thing with the inflammation. So yeah, you're right, Sheila.
Okay, thanks for telling me what that is, because I didn't know, so I'm putting that in
Yeah.
my book. All right, you did great, Kimmy. Thank you so
Thank
much.
Yes,
you, Sheila.
that is good to
Thanks,
know,
guys.
because right now I'm dealing with so many allergies, so I'm definitely upping my sulfurzyme for sure. All right, guys, so it was so good to see you on here. We'll post the recording in the group, so if you have someone to share with, you can add them to that group and let us know how we can help, or post your questions in that group too. Thank you so much, Cammie. This was fun.
Thank you. Good to see you, girls. Bye.
Bye.